G'day everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel, and today we'll be doing the final tips video of the world, and it'll be Oceania, just covering Australia, New Zealand, American Samoa, Guam, and Northern Mariana Islands. So not too many places to cover, but yeah, let's get into it right now. Right, some people do struggle to tell about Australia and New Zealand, so I have some tips for beginners that could help you out with that. So yeah, let's begin. First thing I'm talking about here is bollards. In Australia, these will be the most common bollards you can see, but however, there's another type of bollard you can see here. But these bollards, the white one with a red rectangular strip on it, this is a very typical Australian bollard. And I'll show you the next one. This is the second Australian bollard you can see. It's white, but this one's got a circle instead of a rectangle. So in Australia, you'll either see the white one with a red rectangle, or the white one with a red circle. So yeah, see either one of those, you are guaranteed to be in Australia. And if you're in an urban location, you cannot determine whether you're in Australia or New Zealand. Have a look at the give way signs. The text on the words give way in Australia will be black, like we see here, but in New Zealand, it will be red. So yeah, and here we are in Wellington, New Zealand. And as I said, the give way text is red instead of black as we saw in Australia. It's black. In New Zealand, it's red. So that's probably one of the best ways you can tell these two countries apart if you're in an urban area. Here's a New Zealand location, and these bollards that we see here, these are typical New Zealand bollards. They look like this. They have like two red rectangles on one side, and on the other side, they have this red square on it that goes from one side to the other. That's the difference with Australian bollards. They don't go from one side to the other. They only little red rectangle in the middle. They might look similar to the Polish bollards, but the driving side really gives it away here. And also these road lines. The road lines in New Zealand, you will get yellow road lines quite frequently, I believe. In Australia, you very rarely get yellow road lines. So if you see this and you're in one of the two, you're probably most likely in New Zealand if you have these yellow road lines around. But New Zealand can have white ones, and Australia can very rarely have yellow ones too. I believe only in New South Wales. And also the Australian bollard backs are just white. So the circle one will just be a white circle on the back, and the red rectangle will just have a white rectangle on the back. So yeah, that's a good clue as well. Here on American Samoa, the best way to tell American Samoa apart from other islands is by this Google car. The Google car on American Samoa will be this ute or pickup truck, and we'll have this black tray here. For this black tray, you can see even part of the ground of the tray. You see this ute sort of truck thing, and you feel like you're on an island. You are in American Samoa, and they drive on the right here too. So that's different to tell apart from like some other islands. Well, it's not in Australia and New Zealand because they drive on the left. So yeah. And the last two places I want to cover in this video is Guam and Northern Mariana Islands, which is unincorporated territories of the United States, just near the east of the Philippines. In both of these places, you'll have this long antenna on the Google car, as we see here. You get this in Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, and Puerto Rico too, if I didn't say that in my North America tips video. Yeah, you can check that out too. But yeah, you have this long antenna in those three unincorporated territories of the United States. They all are. You get it there. And if you can't tell if you're in either one, this is probably the best way to tell them apart. In Guam, you more likely see green street signs, whereas in Northern Mariana Islands, you see blue ones. So that's probably the best way to tell those two places apart. And so here we are in Northern Mariana Islands. As I said, you have this long enter on the Google car. But if we turn around, we have these blue street signs. So if you see these blue street signs, you're more likely in the Northern Mariana Islands than Guam. So yeah, that's probably the best way you can tell those two places apart. And also, we drive on the right side of both these places in American Samoa, Guam, and Northern Mariana Islands. You drive on the right side. However, in Australia, New Zealand, you drive on the left side. So yeah, that's good to know as well. So you guys, I conclude it was only a little short video we had here because there's not too many places in Oceania that have coverage, official Google Street View coverage. But yeah, my next video I'll be doing the Q&A. So you could go onto the Africa tips video that I uploaded just recently and put your questions in there. Or you can put your questions in this one too. You can put your questions on this one. I'll do a Q&A as my next video, and maybe later on I might do some more tips videos, so maybe some more advanced tips. If you want to get better, you can get some advanced tips. But yeah, these are all the tips videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my Q&A video. Goodbye.